Welcome back. This is part 3 of part 2, hour 3 of roleplay, Age of Rebellion, and I'm feeling tense. We're getting to the big climax here. Space battles ahoy! I think we cut into the ship, the Lambda. Like at the very beginning, we see the Lambda shuttle come flying overhead, but instead of being pursued this time, it's escorted by a cluster of 6 X-wing fighters. I think over the comms, we hear a voice, someone say, "Gold leader standing by," and the rest of the squadron start to check in. And once all of Gold Squadron has checked in, Aya, do you do your thing? Is it Blue Squadron standing by?
Yeah, I play a good sport.
Say it.
I
Say
try
it for the
not
war.
to. Yeah.
Say it
Say
for
it.
the war.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Blue Squadron signing in. Is it Chet signing in?
Standing by.
Standing
By. Fuck. I got like 3 lores, okay?
It's
I'm
perfect. No, I
pretty
like-
sure.
I like that you're just like, whatever, I'm here, shut up.
Yeah.
You can see
They
me. I'm in your
correct me
stuff.
over the comms, and I
Yeah.
go, no, you know what? Whatever. You hear me, right? I'm here.
Yeah, like, you can see me. I'm right here. Let me just wave out the window.
Yeah.
So the Lambda shuttle, we cut into the cockpit, and yeah, Barham is at the console looking like nervously out, because now instead of being at a great distance from the shipyard, we see this mass space of like unfinished Imperial ships, these like skeletons of Star Destroyers with the plating being attached. There's little like droid controlled ships flying around welding on pieces, and in the middle of this sort of cluster, as we follow the Lambda shuttle, we can see the Barafan class, this like ancient Sith battleship, and I think that Barham looks over her shoulder at you, Jorik, and she's like, "There it is." And you can feel that a lot of her fear has changed and has become like excitement and like hunger.
Adrenaline.
You can feel like, yeah, and not even like adrenaline, but like she's excited about the conflict. Like she's like looking forward to there being some like aggression. You can feel her getting, I guess that's the word, you can feel her getting aggressive.
How did this bitch get captured by a hut? Is what I want to know. And then put in a bikini.
She's got backstory, man.
It's all
Wait,
ruse.
we
It's all
gave the
ruse.
hut her.
Yeah, we gave
Yeah,
it to the
but
hut.
it was just her and the hut, and she's a Jedi.
Well, if she just straight up killed, then I would know that she's a Jedi, but I don't know yet.
That's right.
Need I remind
didn't
you, a
tell
hut
me.
whacked you with his tail, so...
Yeah, he
No.
whacked you with his tail, that's true.
Did tail whack. It's
And
true.
you're a better
Shut
Jedi
up,
than
Zero.
her, Master.
So she says we're reaching the first checkpoint. Once we're through there, they're gonna know. So she looks back at you, Zero. She's like, "You better strap in, Goldenrod."
Can I make can I just like mention something offhand before I strap in?
Yeah, totally.
All right. I look over to Jorik and I'm like, "Master, just so you're aware, the Devon class battle cruiser was last seen during the Radican Infinite Empire. Turns out it has much dark energy within it and was created by the Starforge. Perhaps it is unwise to board such a vessel."
So are you saying this where only Jorik can hear you, or can Baron
Oh
hear
no, I'm
this?
saying it because they're both Jedi, and it's bad
Sure.
news. This is
Yeah.
it was created by the dark side. These ships were created by the dark side. It's not good.
So yeah, you say that, and you're like, maybe we shouldn't land there. And she's like, shakes her head. No, we're going in, and looks steely-eyed at Jorik.
I'm just like looking down, musing. I'm like thinking, feeling for the Force.
Yeah.
I'm like not
Okay.
responding to either of them because this is just going to be a shit show.
Unclear the future is.
Yes.
The dark side has clouded your vision.
It has. It has. That it has.
Yeah.
Right.
So you cross the first checkpoint, and an alarm starts to go off, and she looks down at the console, and she gets on the comms to all the ships. She's like, "We got TIE fighters incoming," and we cut out to outside, and the squad of TIE fighters is like coming screaming towards you. They're still out of firing range, but you can see like at least a dozen of them like peeling off towards you. And Gold Leader says, "Lock S-foils in attack position," and we get the X-wing opening up. Yeah, and and then the battle is joined. So when you can see the TIE fighters, they're still at extreme range. Let's get you on the board here and move. Here we go. Move you out of the way. So Jorik, I'll just use your marker to indicate the helix. And then the other two, the Wookiee and the Twi'lek, you're in X-wings. So there are 4 squadrons of TIE fighters approaching at extreme range, directly ahead of you.
Okay.
And your job, X-wings, is to protect the Lambda shuttle so that it can break through the barrier and get to the ship. So we treat this just like we would any normal space combat. So you roll your initiative, and they make slots, and we go from there.
This is prepared initiative too, so.
Yes,
right?
yeah, you're definitely prepared. So let's
I'll do that right.
we'll use Baram's initiative for. I'll give you a PC slot for her for the helix.
Okay.
Okay, so there's Baram.
Do I need to do initiative too?
TIE pilots. Yep.
All right.
So the TIE pilots. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
There it is. Sorry.
Okay, so on your character sheet, I've replaced the vehicle sheet that's not a Lambda anymore. Now it's your X-wing. So the X-wings, just for the two of you who are flying them, they're much faster. They have the same speed as a TIE fighter. You have a fore shield and an aft shield that you can use the command to move the shields around, and then you have 2 kinds of weapons. You have a linked 3 S-foil mounted laser cannons on the front. Link 3 means that if you can add up to 3 more shots using advantage if you hit, which is really cool. Let's get all 4 guns. And then you have forward-mounted torpedo launchers, which do a ton of damage. You'd want to use them on bigger targets than a TIE fighter, if the need be. So you start, and I'm going to use the TIE fighters' turns. I think the first, because all 4 of them go before you. They're going to move within medium range. So they just come screaming, like barreling head on towards you in a cluster pattern to try to like get some shots at you as you go past them. So they all go. They just make their actions. But at the end of the last one, you hear the alarms start to blare again, and everyone on the ship, you recognize this, behind you, cutting you off from the frigate, an Imperial Star Destroyer jumps in from hyperspace.
Awesome.
And I think, at that point, like, there's some panicking. Some of the pilots, you hear them on the comms, is like, "Where did that Star Destroyer come from?" And you can hear them starting to
looking around, like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, starting to lose cohesion. And we cut to the bridge of the Star Destroyer, and we see that that officer from the very beginning, from the like little prequel, and he's standing on the bridge with his lieutenant watching, and he says, he's like, "Excellent, Lieutenant. Now watch as I close the trap on these foolish rebels. Launch the interceptors." And the lieutenant looks up at him with like big, shiny, excited eyes, and he's like, "Yes, sir." And he like runs off to go and like launch the interceptors.
Oh my god.
So
this show ended early, boys.
now you can go.
TPK, boys.
You have three actions that you can go in.
Okay, so do I see the Star Destroyer?
Yeah, it's at extreme range behind you.
Okay.
We have to basically ignore that.
Oh, okay.
So
Jordan, what's your agility, or what for gunnery and all that?
My agility's 3.
Okay, okay. So I basically, if you're flying next to me, I basically signal for you to go for the two on your side, and I split and go for the two on my side. And so I wrap around the ship that Jorik's on, and we go for the two TIE fighters nearest us.
Okay. So these markings on here, these are just TIE fighters that are after you. So yeah, they represent, unlike the last battle, they represent like one individual TIE fighter apiece.
Okay. So we can just go for the same one.
Well, I mean, there's 4 TIE fighters that are approaching U2, particularly like Blue Squadron. But imagine that while this is going on, like rather than me rolling for every single ship in the battle, there are a bunch of other X-wings and TIE fighters flying and fighting all around you, just as background noise. But we're only going to concentrate on you and for now these 4 TIE fighters.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move up here.
Okay.
And then take aim at one of those.
Okay. So what happens basically is because you and the TIE fighters are moving at the same speed, you'll always keep going in the same direction you were traveling, but then you'll have to like hook around and do maneuvers to act. One thing that I wanted to mention, because the range, if you take a look at the range of your weapons,
you have to be close.
You have to be close, but not for the torpedo launchers. You could fire a torpedo at short range now.
But would I not want to, because it's just a TIE fighter.
Yeah, if you want to save them, you can. I was just saying, if you want to open up with the proton torpedoes, this is a good time to do it. Otherwise, they're going to try to be in close range with you for the rest of the encounter. Also, you could take your action to angle your deflector shields before they come flying in and shooting you.
Actually, I think I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to angle... I'll go back, whatever. I'm going to angle my deflector shield.
You can move and put deflector shields up.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to angle the deflector shields. So, I mean, do I touch anything or just keep it as this?
Yeah, you don't have to roll. I just move them to the front. So now you have 2 in the front and 0 in the back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that was Aya. Who wants to go next?
Strippin, you want to go?
There's only one. We can't go.
Oh, okay then.
It's only you two.
Move your thing.
No, you're in there. You can go. But like you can tell me what, like, because Barum is in charge of the ship, but you two can decide like how she pilots and stuff.
You and
I mean, are we just heading towards our objective?
Yeah. But you can also take actions like changing the deflector shields. Like, she's focused on piloting, but you can do those other things.
Okay. Let's take aim at one of the TIE fighters then.
Okay. So you're gonna use the targeting computer to take aim.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Do you wanna do the shot? Because she's piloting. She can't shoot at the same time.
Yeah. I'll do the shot.
Okay. So you've got to be in. Let me see. See the Lambda shuttle here. I'm just checking the farthest range on your weapon. Here we go. I think they're all close range. Yeah. So you can spend your turn to take aim and then wait until they get into close range, and then she can shoot.
Yeah, I'm lining them up for the lock on.
Okay. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So now, Shorty, you can go.
Yeah, I'll go. Or wait, Pokket said to follow her, so I'll just follow her up there. Can I shoot from this range?
You can shoot a proton torpedo if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, all right. So your proton torpedoes use gunnery. These things are, you're at the same silhouette, so the difficulty is 2, I think. Let me just double check. All the rules for space combat and everything are on those player handouts, if you want to double check them. So all the things you can do are on Starship Reference 1, all the actions, and then all the details of spending your points are on Reference 2.
Okay.
So
you want me to roll?
At this range, I'm just going to get the difficulty for you.
Okay.
Rules for Starship Combat, here we go. At this range with matching silhouettes, it's a difficulty 2, so I'll put the dice in and then you can roll. I'm actually going to upgrade. I'm going to use one of my points to upgrade the difficulty.
How many points do we have left? 3?
You have 3 now, and I have 4. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to use one.
All right. So Shorty, you got a difficulty of 1 and 1, and no penalties or bonuses because you moved. Okay. Make a gunnery roll. All right, so you come flying in. These TIE fighters are barreling towards you. You fire the proton torpedo out of the end of the TIE fighter, and it hurls towards them. But the TIE fighter rolls to one side, and the torpedo launches wide. and it flies off and detonates in space. Maybe it hits like a one of those repair droids. Okay, so the TIE fighters get to go. So these TIE fighters on this side are going to roll in and try to shoot at you as they go by. These ones are going to try and close on the Lambda shuttle. So one shot.
Do we get to fire as they're coming in?
Yeah, on your turn, like on the next turn, they'll be in close range and you can take a shot at them.
Oh,
yeah.
So they can shoot first.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, they'll fire as they fly.
They basically just spent all their turn to get close to you.
Yeah.
Those two did.
Okay, and so shields for Aya 2 front. So it's 2 defense for them. Let me just roll the gunnery skill here. 2 and 2 shields. Man, shields are so useful. I wonder why the Empire never gives them to their ships. And they've got a gunnery skill of 3. Okay. And I'm going to upgrade one. Because I got so many points. Okay. Let's see if they hit you, and if so, for how much. The TIE pilot, no hits. So the guns do that rapid fire, left and right cannon. They blast past you, hit your shields. The shields flare up, and the TIE fighter like buzzes past you. I'm going to use that advantage roll to buy the next TIE fighter a shot. So I think that trying to evade the shot, Aya, you get a little close to Shorty, and it buys the second TIE fighter a chance to. They're trying to like pincer maneuver you, so he's going to get an advantage on firing on Shorty's ship. Okay. So Shorty, you've got shields. You got 1 and 1, so he's got 3 and 0. Okay, let's see how this one goes. No, he misses too. Okay, so he misses, and
yeah,
and I got 3.
Great pilots we are.
Yeah, flying those X-wings. Let me see what I can spend the advantage on. He can perform 1 free pilot maneuver. Okay, cool. Well, he'll perform that maneuver to blow past your defenses and get into engaged range with the Lambda shuttle. Yeah, so he doesn't hurt you. His weapons blast across your shield. And he dives up over you, and now he's headed towards the shuttle, which has 2 more TIE fighters. Basically, he passes the blockade. So these 2 fighters are going to shoot at the Lambda shuttle, which has 2 shields.
Would I not get to shoot first if I spent my last turn prepping an attack?
No, you'll get 2 blue dice when you do attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you aim, and you're ready. You took 2 actions to aim up.
I think I actually prefer that.
Yeah, it's way better, for sure.
Yeah.
Because you're more likely to hit rather than be like, I get to shoot first and miss.
And miss, yeah.
So the dice pool for this shot is 3, and with 2 and 2. Okay, so 2 shots on the Lambda shuttle.
Ooh.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 hits. 2 and a stronger hit. So you take... Thankfully, I don't get to link, because I didn't get any advantage, so you just take the base damage from the TIE fighter. Which is...
What does the threat mean?
So it's bad for them if they get threat. So they had to really overextend to take these shots, so the pilots take strain.
Okay.
So they deal... Let's see here. 6 and 6. Okay, so 12 damage minus the armor on the ship, which is 4... So total of 4 damage to the Lambda shuttle. So you get a shield warning, 0 and Jorik, and the ship jars. And Barum says, looks at you. She's like, "Get some of those TIE fighters off of us. We're not going to survive." And now,
is there 2 gunning seats, or is there just 1?
There's just the one. Yeah.
Okay.
You have 2 weapons on the ship. You have forward-mounted blasters and you have rear-mounted blasters, and so you can use either of those independently, or one person can operate both.
Okay.
Whichever.
I have a question. So can I shoot and then maneuver?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I'd love to shoot the guy in front of me and then maneuver back to the ship.
Okay. Yeah, by default, you'll shoot as you go past him, because like the whole objects in motion thing, like you're continuing forward.
So I'll always be shooting no matter what. Then what does my action count as?
So your action is taking the shot, and then you can maneuver, which would allow you to like turn around or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, do you want to take a shot at this TIE fighter as he's in weapon range?
Yep.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna take a shot.
Okay, do it. So the difficulty, I'll set it in your. Yeah,
Okay.
let me update your sheet for you 1 sec. So
What's
your
the brown thing? That's not my skin. Shut up, chat.
your difficulty to hit these things is 2. There's no penalty or no penalty or advantage on that. So
Okay.
do you want to spend? You have 4 destiny points if you want to spend one.
No, I don't want to spend one. What do I do though? Which button do I hit? Gunnery?
Just roll gunnery. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa!
Whoa, holy
Whoa! He dead, boys.
Yeah. You TIE fighter. Oh man.
shit. Holy shit.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Ace pilot is not a joke. Okay, so yeah, he comes flying in really hard, really aggressively, like firing into your shields. It causes you to juke to the side, and then you get him right in your sights. Fire the gun. The first 3 shots go wide, but the last one, like right into the cockpit. It deals. What's the damage on your ship? There's almost no chance he won't just die. This is a massive hit, especially to a ship that has no defense. Okay, so 2 armor on the TIE fighter. And your damage is, let's see, 6. So it goes up to, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you deal him 10 damage. And TIE fighters have all of 6 hit points. So you blow them up.
So after he blows up, you just see the TIE fighter just roll off and then explode on an asteroid in the distance.
Cool. Yeah, one of those, like, you hit the cockpit and he loses control, and maybe we get another one of those Wilhelm screams.
Yeah.
Like,
Spins out.
Yeah. Blows up. Awesome. Okay.
And then I'm gonna maneuver back, I guess back into short range so I can get to the ship next time.
Okay, yeah. So your auto maneuver takes you to medium, and then you hook back around. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So either Shorty or Jorik, if you want to take a shot.
I'll take a shot at one of these ones in my face.
Okay. All right. So for you, you're rolling same thing. You're gonna be rolling gunnery. The difficulty for front arc is, let's see, 2. Okay. Do you want to spend destiny?
No, because I get 2 bonus die, right?
Yes. Yeah. You
Boost die, sorry.
2 boost dice for aiming. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and roll. Ooh. Okay. You miss, but you do get the 2 advantage. So you can create an opportunity for someone else. I mean, you take a look at the space combat handout, the second one. You can spend those 2 to make the ship perform a maneuver. So if you want to push like past them, you can, or you can add a black die to the next pilot or gunner check against you, or you can add 1 to the next person's check.
I think we'll do black die.
Yeah. Okay. So the next time, remind me, the next time a TIE fighter attacks you, they have a black die.
Okay.
Okay. Great. So you missed, but you scattered them. So they were coming in aggressively, but they had to like dodge and roll to not get shot.
All right, cool.
Shorty, you can take a turn. Also, Zero, if there's anything that you want to do, like if you want to help or whatever, you can do that on the same turn as Jorik. You two operate together. Oh, and also the ship goes into short range because that's where you're headed. Okay.
Oh, it's their
Shorty.
turn now? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's our turn?
It's your turn, yeah. Shorty, you can take an action.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll just try to shoot one of these ones in the center.
Okay. So you want to get, you use your maneuver to get engaged with them?
Yes.
And you can fire? Okay. So they're turning and kind of like banking around like a flock of birds chasing the Lambda shuttle, and then you come up along the side and start firing at them. So let me set up your pool for you, and then you can go ahead and roll. So difficulty. All right, go ahead.
All right, I want to use one of the blue dice.
Okay. So you want to use a destiny point?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Okay, so you get one upgrade. Okay, the force is with you, young Wookiee. Make your shot. Yes.
Success.
All right. Yeah, you hit, and you would not have had not it been for your good luck. So yeah, you fire and you deal 6 damage, I think, on your weapon, which I think it should be enough. Oh, it's So it's 6 minus their armor, so you deal almost enough damage to kill it. and that one is badly damaged, but still flying.
Smoke coming out the back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the ion engine like sputters a couple of times and then just like sprays this like cloud of smoke as it tries to turn around and bank after the ship. So now they all get to go. They're going to, let's see, they're headed into short range from you. I think they're going to turn and try to deal with these X-wings that are fighting them. So the one that you shot, and then one behind it. I think the shooting one, he pulls in, and the smoke coming out of his engine hits your cockpit and kind of like blinds you for a second, and then your ship it beeps at you as the other TIE fighter drops throttle and falls in behind you and starts firing at the back of your ship. So he's going to attack. And the other one is going to grant him advantage. Right? He's going to give him the die. So this TIE fighter pilot is going to shoot at the Wookiee in the X-Wing. And he's got 3 dice to do it. Let's see what happens. Okay, all right. So your ship takes a hit. Oh, hold on, I got to roll your shields. Sorry. Okay, yeah, same thing. So your ship takes a hit. And you receive X-Wing receives some damage. So you take 6 minus the armor of the X-Wing, which is so much jumping around to do. Okay, you take 3 damage. All right. So your hull threshold for, just so that you know, JP, the hull threshold for an X-Wing is 10. So you've taken 3 of the 10 possible damage that your X-Wing can take. Yeah, so you get blocked by the TIE fighter in front of you. The other TIE fighter flies in behind and just starts like pummeling your ship. And the R2 unit warns you, like, there's one behind us. There's one behind us.
Can we get an R2 unit scream, please, Sam? Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
My immersion.
Yeah,
It's so good. I feel so immersed right now. Okay, and then one flies around to you and tries to fire at you. Now I'm gonna make a pilot check to see if he can get into your where you have no shields right now. He's gonna try and get behind you. So let's make that test first. What's your piloting skill?
Let me find it. It is, my piloting is 2.
Yeah, is it 2 green and 1 yellow?
Rank 2. 2 yellow, 2 green.
Okay, perfect. 2 yellow, 2 green, because that sets his difficulty for the maneuver.
Okay.
Okay. So if he can succeed, it means he can get into the rear arc. But if he can't, he just has to shoot at whatever he takes. So you get your shields. Whoa, this sucks for him. Okay. So not only did he fail, but he rolled a despair. So something goes terribly wrong. Let's see what that is. Primary weapons system for the active character's ship suffers component critical hit. Upgrade the difficulty. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you take a free shot on him.
Right now?
Yeah, he tries to maneuver, but you're just too damn good. And you get him in your sights instead. You do like a barrel roll or something, and he's like, yeah, he's broadside to you, and you can take a shot at him. So just go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him, and actually you have one advantage. So you can take a second. You do 2 hits, and that'll be enough to wreck this guy. Yeah. So he comes flying in, rolls sideways to try and catch up, and you just both blast right through him. Cool.
I did a barrel roll. Yep.
So there are 2 of them left, and then 2 of you get to go. So actually, no, they're all gone. So yeah, two PC slots now.
So I kind of like bail out the gunner seat, and I yell at Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Zero, man the guns.
Man, the guns! Oh dear! Oh no!
Okay. All right. So what do you want to do, Jorik?
I'm basically vacating the gunner seat for Zero.
Okay.
Because he has way better accuracy than me.
He's way better at it than you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So there's no TIE fighter targets in range of your weapons. So if you want to, you can do what Jorik did before and basically just bank some aim dice.
Yeah, I think I'll let Zero do it, as his
Yeah,
turn.
that's what I mean. Like 0-0, you can have those
Yeah.
two for next time. Cool.
Sure.
So yeah, once they're in range, the next time you fire the guns, you'll be able to get those extra dice. Okay, so Shorty or Aya, you can go.
Are we still fighting?
Yeah, there's two TIE fighters in the middle.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay, yeah,
should
I'm gonna
definitely
move
go.
in.
Just kill
Yeah,
one.
actually, you see, Shorty has one on his tail and he can't shake him. It's just like they're flying around together.
I'm going for that one. I'm gonna try and get that guy off his tail,
Okay.
even though he doesn't have it. Just kidding. Making a bad joke, okay?
Bad joke acknowledged. Okay, let me set your difficulty.
I'm sorry.
Oh, did you roll already? Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. I was just gonna upgrade, but I don't have to. I'll save my destiny points. Okay, so you can hit him 3 times if you want to spend those advantage on that, and turn him into a horrible fireball.
I'd like to turn him into a horrible fireball if I can.
Good choice. Okay, so what does that look like? Like you spot Shorty, we get the kind of outside of the cockpit cam, and and then we see you come to the rescue. What do you do?
As I like move behind to get a good shot on this guy that's riding Shorty's tail, I just like blast through him. I like just go full speed, blast through him, and then just skirt above Shorty's and sort of like wave down as I go by.
Oh, nice. So yeah, you do that thing where you fly right through the fireball, and do you turn over so your cockpits are like nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like upside down.
Yeah, just like wave down at him.
So, Highway to the Danger Zone starts playing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's one TIE fighter left. Shorty, do you want to try and finish him off? He's still in your sights. He's the guy that you damaged before.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you get another shot on him.
Here's the roll. Damn it.
Okay. So you can't catch him. He's just like juking back and forth. You do have an advantage. You can, if you want, you can just give that advantage to Aya because we're back at the top. She can go again.
Yeah, I give it to Aya.
Okay.
Okay.
So Aya, Shorty takes a couple of shots. The TIE fighter dips like up he pulls up to get out of the way and comes right across your field of vision.
I take a shot. Or can I take a shot?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's gonna take a shot whilst upside down.
Yeah, I take a shot while upside down. 'Cause I'm like,
Yeah, he's going up from Shorty, but he's going down from you. He's like falling out of your vision, and he drops by your shield.
I'm getting.
Okay. Yeah, and you hit him and trigger 2 more hits, so he's toast. This guy blows up. You finish
I guess
the job.
getting cocky was worth it.
So now you're facing away from the Lambda shuttle. You can see that the rest of the rebels are similarly like dealing with their TIE fighters, but ahead of you, because now you're turned around away from the objective, you can see the Star Destroyer, and your scopes start to pick up a TIE Interceptor squadron flying towards you at very high speed. So you've bought enough time. Defeating the fighter squadron buys enough time for the Lambda shuttle to land. So we see from your perspective, the inside of the cockpit of the Helix. There's an open port on the side of this ancient battle cruiser, and you fly the shuttle in, and the wings start to fold up, and you pass through its external magnetic shield to get into the cockpit. So the inside of the ship, it's like visually very different from the inside of like a Star Destroyer or a Rebel ship. It's a lot more Baroque looking. There's like a lot more ornamentation. And there are strange like geometric patterns etched into every surface. You immediately, once you pass through the shield and get into the ship, you feel a sense of definite presence of the dark side here.
I
You can feel
warned
the oppressive sense, and yeah, like you're inside a Sith temple that happens also to be a spaceship.
Can we, when we get the chance, can we like turn around and start heading towards them? Because we were supposed to land whenever we got them landed.
Yeah, you can leave Blue Squadron to deal with the interceptors.
Pretty much, I call back to Blue Squadron and I say, just keep them off of the ship, and that we land on, obviously. And then I go to land. As they're
Okay.
like, why are you leaving? I'm like, just
Yeah,
don't
totally.
worry. Trust me. Just trust me. I'll be back.
So one of the women that you were pep talking earlier, she's like, "Don't worry, ma'am, we got this." And they turn around and just like punch into full speed towards the X-wings. or towards the interceptors from their X-wings. So meanwhile, the Lambda shuttle has landed. What are you gonna do?
So what happens? We like touch down, the back door swings open.
Yeah, and the half dozen rebels that you
Rebels.
have with you, they like hustle out onto the deck and start looking around. And I think they expected stormtroopers or something, but it's like eerily quiet in here. And you're basically standing in this open dock. You can't see the magnetic shields. There's just space out in front of you, and you can see all of the Star Destroyers kind of being built out there.
Okay. So we're in a
Maybe they've
hangar,
all given
I'm
up
assuming.
and gone home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in the hangar.
So I kind of what was her name? Sorry.
Barum?
Berem. Yeah. I kind of look at Berem, and then I just say after you, because I don't really know where we're going.
Yeah, she turns to the the rebels that are assembled here, and points to one of them and says, "Captain, you know where the objective is." She points to the hallway, and he says to her, "But Commander," and she says, "You actually see her be like, go to the objective, Captain," and he kind of shakes his head and he's like, "Right, aye," and like salutes, and they all run off.
And just force them?
Yeah, she totally just like told him like, just shut up, go do what you're told. And she turns to you, Jorik and Zero. She's like, all right, let's go. And she points down another hallway. She's like, this way.
Can I foresee? Do I see anything different from last time?
You can certainly try. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Power of the dark side is very strong here. It's a risk.
She's heading in the wrong direction, right?
She's heading away from the reactor core. Yeah, she sent the soldiers to go to the reactor core. She's like, no, while they're doing that, we're gonna go this way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead and roll your force die. And we'll see how well your foreseeing does. Okay, all right. So none of those other dice matter. We should have cleared those first, but they don't matter.
Okay.
So you reach out to the force, and it responds. What particularly are you trying to foresee here?
I'm trying to foresee her objective. Like, where is she going and what is the object she's seeking? Or person.
All right. You see a room somewhere in the cruiser. It's a large, again, like very sort of temple feeling room. There's these columns, and there's a long like carpet leading up to what looks like an altar or a dais. And there's a stone chest or box sitting on the dais, and it's just oozing like the dark side. It's where this feeling is coming from. But you also sense like a great power trapped in that place. And you can feel it like calling to you.
I feel like I have to go, because if I don't go, she's going to do something stupid anyway. And there won't,
If you
and there
don't
won't
go,
be,
maybe you'll live.
but there won't be anyone to like stop her idiocy.
So, are we walking up behind them and like, can we see that where they're going?
No, you haven't arrived yet. You're still on your way to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I gave you the tracker.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, I motioned to Zero to stay behind me, and I followed cautiously.
Okay. So Zero, you have a pretty solid handle on the layout of this place. If someone were to share with you where they were going, you could probably get more info. You want me to tell more information?
Would you be willing to tell us where we're going, Master Jedi? To the other one, to the Lady Jedi.
Oh, you're talking to Barum. She looks over her shoulder and she says, I don't know. It's this way. I feel it.
Perhaps I could interact with the computer systems and find a better layout to expedite our travel process?
She nods. That's a good idea. And she points at a nearby console. She says, go see if you can find out what's going on. And she looks around and she said, I expected there to be a warmer welcome. See if there are any Imperials on the ship.
So I like I open a port,
Mm-hmm.
and then I jack into the system
Okay.
with my prong. I stick my prong on the system, and I jack in.
He's
Don't make it
probing the
weird.
system right now, guys. I don't know if you got it.
Don't make it weird.
Yeah.
And I jack in, and
Now
then
he's jacking it.
I begin to find information. I begin to learn about things.
Man, this is a roleplay audience. They're used to people jacking into shit.
Yeah.
I figured people were jacking in the entire time watching this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty jacked in right now. Go ahead and
That Wookiee.
go ahead and we'll roll a computers test. I'll set the difficulty for you. Okay. And it's an unfamiliar system. Sith computers are ancient and weird, so I'll give you one disadvantage. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, you got advantage and you did it. Okay, cool. So I'll give you some additional information. You get what you wanted, and that advantage will buy you something else that you learn. The ship, you can see there's a combination of you have access to the original Sith database that's all kind of been broken down, but you have access to a route to wherever she's going. There's an area of the ship that's referred to in the ship's logs as the temple. And you've got a pretty good idea how to get there safely, but there are stormtroopers protecting it. There's been a squadron of stormtroopers assigned specifically to defend that room. Otherwise, it looks like they're protecting the reactor, and you get the impression that the reactor core is better protected on purpose. And maybe you see actually this will be your extra information. The Empire expected you to come here. There's like literally like set up the ambush here, and you know that the rebels that are running off that reactor, they're gonna get slaughtered if they're on their own. There's no way that part of the mission will succeed.
Oh dear! Our rebel friends headed to the reactor will be slaughtered! There is a whole battalion of stormtroopers waiting for them.
That's why they're not waiting for you here.
I throw a glance over my shoulder towards Baron.
Okay, she shakes her head. She's like, it doesn't matter. They knew what they signed on for. This is more important. I think she like grabs your sleeve. She's like, we have to go.
I like look at her sternly and I say, you're making a mistake.
She shakes her head. She's like, I don't think so.
Save the good guys.
Look, she looks at the droid. She's like, you and the droid can do whatever you want. I'm going. And she like pulls away from you and starts to walk down the hall.
Is it possible for me to try to hack any of the systems to make the stormtroopers at the core think it's malfunctioning or something's happening in the core?
You want to create a distraction for the stormtroopers?
Yeah, because it's pretty obvious that if Sam, I'm trying to help Sammy out here. I'm trying to help Jork out because clearly he has to go chase this chick down. So maybe we can save some of these guys.
Save the rebels.
Yeah, maybe if I create some sort of make them think the reactor is going to explode or something.
Sure. Yeah, you can try. It'll be tricky, but you are welcome to give it a shot. So it'll be another computer roll. And I will set the difficulty for you here. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Believe in yourself, computer.
Slice that shit, dude.
Wow, nice work. Okay, so take a point of strain as you interface with the Sith computer. And I think that what happens is, an alarm starts to go off, and you don't. I mean, Zero, you're the only one who understands it. But in ancient Sith, the ship's computer begins saying dangerous reactor core leak, evacuate the ship, and it's repeating evacuation orders. But it comes out in weird kind of this strange sibilant language that only Zero can understand. But it definitely will cause some chaos. You've bought the rebels some time for sure. So do you go after the after Baron?
Is she already left?
Yeah, she's walking away.
So I spin around to Zero and I say, you're welcome to come, but if something should happen to me, return to the ship and await Aya. And then I
Don't worry, Master. I'll help our rebel friends.
Okay.
I just kind of like break into a light jog in the
Okay.
direction she went in.
A force jog. So,
force jog.
okay, so Zero, are you waiting here for Aya and then going to meet with the rebels, or are you going with
Oh
Jork?
no, I'm just gonna keep messing with the computer to try and cause stuff to happen and
Okay.
buy the rebels time.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So you're working with this very strange, uncooperative computer, as two blue squadron X-wings come flying in. Their wings closing up, and they come to land in the docking bay. So when the cockpit's open, you see Aya and Shorty emerge.
I run up to Shorty and I give him a high five.
Nice. High five back.
And then I
It's
look
really
over.
hard to high five a Wookiee.
I
Yes,
jump.
low
I have to
five.
jump.
He would be
I
a
jump.
low five.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
high five for me, a low five for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
and then look over to see Zero and immediately start walking towards him
Okay.
with a little bit of swag.
Yeah, there's some alarm going off in here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, I guess I'm a little cautious because that's creepy, and I don't know Sith.
Captain! Master Wookiee, I've created a diversion for our rebel friends. However, our Jedi appears to have run into a dark side temple. He is this way.
I look over to Shorty and I'm like, oh, do we help the rebels or do we go help Jorik? Where's the other girl? Where's the other Jedi? Zero?
Oh no, she seems to be dead set on entering said Jedi temple. Or Sith temple, look, I don't know what it is. I'm freaking out here. Our rebel friends are going to get killed. This is wild.
Oh, I knew something was wrong here. I just knew it. I mean, I guess we'll go get Jorik and Zero. If you could create it to help the rebels in any way.
I will
They're not
certainly
gonna like
try.
this. Oh, what'd you say? Sorry.
I said I would try.
Oh, okay. And I just sort of take off down. I start sprinting down the hallway to try and catch up.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay. All right. So you chase after him, and I think we'll cut to Barum and Jorik, and Barum is stopped around a corner, and you've caught up with her, and she looks at you, and you can feel it, like the dark side radiance is coming from a very nearby, and she says to you, she like takes a deep sigh, and she's like, this is it. If we can get past those stormtroopers, we can get inside and find what we came here for.
I kind of like look at her and I'm like, what did we come here for?
She kind of gives you a smirk, and she's like, I don't know. Let's go find out. And she takes her lightsaber off her belt and ignites it. And this is like bright green flash. And do you take yours out too?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the last thing we see before the break is like, let's go find out. She pops her lightsaber. There's the snap hiss of yours, and then the two of you go to like jog towards the swing.
We're doomed! Doomed!
Awesome.
Nerd.
Cool. Well, let's take our last break here, and then we'll close it up.
All right, bear back.
Sweet.